Hey guys, welcome to my very first movie reaction video. I want to do this for a couple of reasons. First being is that from a young age I've always loved watching my favourite films with people who've never seen them before, just to see their reactions. And I think the reason that I enjoyed this so much was that for me it was the closest experience you would get to watching those films again for the first time. And then just over the last few years I've just really enjoyed watching movie reaction videos on YouTube. And then I thought, being a big movie buff myself, I should give it a go. And then I thought, okay, what films have I never seen before? And then it just hit me that for whatever reason, the Western genre is a genre that I've barely scratched the surface of. Like pretty much all the big films I've never seen before. And I thought, that'd be a great place to start. And then trying to decide what's the first Western that I should watch, I was reading a few articles online and it was just suggested that High Noon is a great film to watch if you're getting into them for the first time. So I guess here we are. But before we get into the reaction, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please, if you give it a like and hit the subscribe button, that would be fantastic. But let's get into it. Lon Chaney is in this. That guy looks like two guys in a pizza place. What's his name? Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. What's gonna call him Ryan? That guy. Oh, a dog. I love dogs. Okay, they're definitely not good guys. That's just like the music for not good guys. I confirm, she just blessed or something.
In a hurry? Yeah, I sure am. You're a fool. Come on.
That's Ryan.
Will Kane and Amy Fowler, you appear before me in my capacity as Justice of the Peace of this township.
These guys obviously have a reputation since everyone's like having a strong response to seeing them riding through the street.
It will be mighty fast for a Sunday.
He looks like an old Billy Gunn.
This town will be safe till tomorrow.
Something tells me he's going to be putting that back on before the end of the film.
Hey, pardon, Frank Miller.
What is it,
I don't
Will?
believe it.
Hey, it looks like Drew Barrymore.
Well, you can't see now.
Oh, is that
What's so funny?
I'm in a big hurry.
is that guy an airplane? I'm thinking maybe she gets killed, and that's what drives him to go back.
Then don't go back, Will.
I've got to. That's the whole thing.
I mean, I don't know. Like, wouldn't he be putting her at risk by going back?
I've got to stay.
He's not like, all the guns blazing kind of hero. He's reluctant. He doesn't want this situation, but he just feels like he has no choice. It'll be interesting, her walking past him. Wonder, like, did they know that she married him?
Baby, you can't stand anybody taking your place there, can you? Especially me. You're
It's the last thing he needs.
only from what I've heard, you might not be so pretty when he gets through with you. I won't be back.
Good.
Bit of a shit there. That's really cool to her, like, to keep reminding you, like, how much time is left until.
Now me, I wouldn't leave this town at noon for all the tea in China.
Amy, you've changed your mind.
I thought
Nope.
you'd changed yours.
Is Helen Ramirez in?
I guess so. Think you can find it all right?
That guy's a shithead.
I know how he is.
So maybe get it to people Will cares about. Like a fist fight or something's gonna happen here. Or maybe not. To a lot of people in the town, Kane is almost seen as kind of like the villain, because Miller seemed to be like a really popular person.
Mildred, he's coming. Now you do like I told you. I'm not home. Don't let him in. No matter what he says, I'm not home.
Sam, he's your friend.
It's horrible, but I guess it also shows kind of like how much fear Miller instills in him.
You don't come to this church very often, Marshal. And when you got married today, you didn't see fit to be married here. What could be...
So it must be less than half an hour now. Ooh, like he has that hanging over his head as well. Like obviously he knows, everyone knows how dangerous Miller is. Just over 15 minutes. It's almost like the town has kind of betrayed him.
How can you leave him like this? Does the sound of guns frighten you that much?
My father and my brother were killed by guns. They were on the right side, but that didn't help them any when the shooting started. I don't care who's right or who's wrong. There's got to be some better way for people to live.
There's real substance to it. How she's saying like how her father and brother were killed, and it's almost like a man against the town, not just him against Miller.
Nothing. Put a saddle on him, Kane. Go on, saddle him up. You scared?
I guess so.
Sure.
Seems like all everybody and his brother wants is to get me out of town.
Well, nobody wants to see you get killed.
Don't shove me, Harv. I'm tired of being shoved.
Part of me thinks he genuinely wants to help him and wants him to get out, but it's part of it just jealousy.
Never leave him like this. I get a gun. I fight.
Why don't you?
He is not my man. He's yours.
What are you building? Just fixing things up out back. Now take it easy, Mr. Kane. Just settle back. That's it.
The coffins. I kind of see his point then.
Man, I got a wife and kids. What about my kids? Go on home to your kids, Herb.
Even if it's not the reason that it's about his kids, maybe he's just genuinely scared, which, to be fair, is understandable. It's a really sad film.
What do you want?
I found him, Marshal, like you wanted me to. Please, Marshal.
Well, you're big for your age, all right, but no, go on, get out of here.
You can take any solace in the fact that that guy genuinely wanted to help him. I couldn't make out that handwriting. Everyone's just awaiting. It's all built to this moment. The deafening silence. Past and his present. Going into the distance. Awaiting his future.
How are you, Frank?
Everything ready? Sure, just the way you want it, Frank.
Yeah, we got your gun over here.
There's no wasting any time. Straight into it. Throughout the whole film, he's been looking for support and help, and like everyone has just left him or ignored him or just on his own. Again, it's a great shot as well, how it just zooms out, just encapsulates that feeling that it's not going to be like the duel where they go turn their backs, they walk along, and then draw.
Miller!
Very realistic, as you would just turn and bang, you know. How much was she's going to get shot? One down, 3 to go. I think that was Ryan Reynolds that he shot. Is he back in the barn where he had to fight with the other guy? I feel like he might come back into it. It's a terrible shot. Like, he had a good chance of getting. I love animals, so like I hate to see him die in films. So I'm so glad that he did that. He's out. Oh. Okay, so she did get. I thought she was going to get killed. Got involved in a different way by killing one of them. Oh shit, no, he's not going to kill her, is he? The tactic.
Oh, come out. Let her go.
As soon as you walk through that door. Come on, I'll hold my fire.
Put a lot of trust in him. Oh, for a second, just the way she was lying down, I thought she was like dead. Or she killed the second last guy and like kind of had the assist for him killing Miller. That's nice that that was the young guy who I think wanted to help him. Yeah, let's toss it on the ground. I wouldn't say anything to him, I'd just leave. I think that's appropriate. He acknowledged the young guy because he actually wanted to help him. Okay guys, that was my reaction to High Noon, and I have to say, I liked a lot of this film. I thought Gary Cooper was fantastic as Will Kane. I think the whole aspect of like almost the town, not just like the impending duel with Miller, but almost the whole town against him, where he couldn't, no one was willing to help him in this situation, I thought was very powerful and very sad in a lot of ways. You really kind of felt for him I should say. And there was a lovely shot where he comes out onto the street and like there's no one around, and you see the camera just keeps panning up and up and up, and you see more of the street and there's just no one there. I thought that really mirrored the situation he was finding himself in. I also love the moment where Amy tells Ramirez about how she witnessed her father and her brother be shot to death, and I think that was a really cool way of kind of underlining kind of the brutality and the reality of what happens with these gunfights and like what people experience after, the aftermath effects of it. I thought that was really good. And then also kind of the whole countdown and the anticipation of waiting for Miller to arrive was really strong. And I liked how they incorporated time with them showing the clocks, that like they kept reminding us of that, and also that us, the audience, were going through that with the characters, like we were experiencing the same time as them, the same length of time with the arrival of Miller. The only thing I was a little let down by was the duel at the end, the final showdown. I would have liked to have seen a bit more of dialogue between Miller and Kane. I thought that would have been good. I thought it was a little weak that they didn't really have much to say to each other. But I feel the whole build up to that was really strong, and I can see why Gary Cooper won an Oscar. But that's the first Western down, and a lot more to get through. But let me know in the comments though, like what you thought and whether you enjoyed the film or not, or what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. But until next time, see you guys.